Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another live flea market toy hunting video. This was an indoor flea market, as you can see, and it was very quick, but there were wing scrap dolls in there, but I didn't film properly. But I did return to that seller, but I bought one there. And over here you can see a Bratz doll on the left, which was really pretty, but she was 10 euros, which, since I'm not a Bratz collector, I think that's a little bit too much for flea markets, so yeah. And there were also some Barbie fashions, but they were 2 euros per fashion pack, which is also a bit too much for a flea market, I think. And the dolls were 6 euros, I think, which was fine, but none of the dolls I was interested in, and I also did not film them properly, but they were regular 90s dolls. And this car is, I think, a my scene car, but I did not ask for the price because I did not want to buy it. And here there was this box full of Barbie, well, 90s, like Dr. Barbie was there, and I think Rainbow Prince Ken. And the seller asked just 5 euros for the entire box. But I did not buy it, because I've made some like doll collecting resolutions this year, and one of them is that I'm not going to buy any more regular 90s blonde Barbies, so yeah. Here, this box. I'm going very quickly because I was actually on a time limit when I went to this flea market, so I was very rushed and I did not film that much. But here I have some Mycene dolls, which again I did not buy any because some of them I already had, like this medicine, I think. I think that was like Dance Club or something, medicine. But they were also not in that great of a condition, like the Kennedy or Barbie that was there. Had cut hair, the necks were a little bit chipped and broken off, and some have had like markings on their face. But I'm just trying to be very picky with doll purchases, so I'm actually glad, well, happy that I did not buy any, because they were only €1 per doll, so it wouldn't like financially hurt me or something. But I just have to be more picky because I have way too many dolls. But they were pretty. Like if you're a toy collector who goes to flea markets and stuff where you can buy dolls for €1, your collection grows very fastly, too fast even. So yeah, that's why now I kind of have to slow down a bit. But also, like, after a while, the more dolls you have, or at least for me, the more picky I become about like which new ones I want to add, because my expectations are higher. But yeah, this flea market, I've went here multiple times before, and the last times there were barely any toys or dolls specifically, and this time suddenly I saw so many dolls, so which is very annoying because, as I said, I didn't have that much time. So yeah, I was very rushed, even though there was like so much to see. This box also had a bunch of random things. But here, oh my god. There, that's a Shani doll. And over here you can see me showing my back. I've never found a black 90s or like vintage Barbie doll before. I mean, she's kind of like a separate line from Barbie, the Shani doll. But she's kind of still part of the Barbie line. She's not a Christie, but she looks quite similar to Christie, her face mold. So I was just so excited, like, finally! I haven't actually found a Barbie and the Rockers Didi once at the indoor flea market. But I think I paid like €15 for that one, so I wasn't really that like, wow, flea market price, you know. But that was also a Didi. I really wanted a Christie. And a Shani is probably the closest to a Christie because she kind of looks a bit similar. So I was just so happy. And this box over here as well. So many like newer toys. And I was looking through it for quite a lot. This bag of figures, I don't know, from what it is, but yeah. I recognized the dolls, but I didn't really see any immediately that I wanted. There are two purchases that I did not film in this flea market, but I will show you at the end in the haul part. Yeah, over here you saw I found a G3 Most High doll for only €2. And she was in the original outfit with her backpack and the shoes. So I was really excited. I never see Most High dolls at the flea market. At any flea market that I've been to. Well, I've seen them, but rarely. And usually when I see them, it's like from a professional seller who's selling them for even more expensive than online. And this one is a G3 Most High doll, not G1. But I'm still happy. And the chances of finding G3 Most High dolls at flea markets now is probably higher than G1 dolls. So yeah. But I don't mind finding G3 dolls as well, because I love G3, and finding them for cheaper at flea markets to then restyle them or something is also fun. And I don't have this Claudine, by the way. And I actually wanted to have this Claudine, but I wasn't a fan of her original outfit, so I did not want to pay the full price. And the fact that I found her at the flea market then for just €2 is like perfect, because yeah. Oh, and this bag had some ponies in it, like those like little blind box ponies that came in like little like that like food thing. I don't know what to call it, but I didn't buy them. Here we have this Disney store Aurora. I'm like very rushed when I'm when I'm doing this voiceover, because I was just filming so fast. And yeah, there's a pet shop, and they were asking €1 per piece. Yeah, and there was also this one pony in here which I did not end up buying, because with those ponies I rather find them maybe like 50 cents, but I was like and I do like Little's Pet Shop, but I only pick them up if they're like super super cheap at the flea markets, because I've bought like a little bag of Little's Pet Shop for like I don't know, to like 10 little pet shops for like €3 or something in total. Like you can get them for cheaper than €1 per piece. And I didn't really see any that was like really super interesting to me. I mean, there maybe there were some rare ones that I did not like realize, but I'm not a little pet shop collector, so I don't know about that. But yeah, here we had some Barbies. This was the Sparkle Eyes Barbie, which I do have, but this one was in quite a bad condition. So yeah, I did not buy it. And yeah, there were also some Polly Pockets. I don't know if you saw it, but they were €15 a piece. So yeah, more collector prices. Some trolls. I'm filming way too quickly, but yeah, as I said, I was on a time limit, so. And here we had a box of doll furniture, which was first hidden away because of the other box that was on top of it. But yeah, that's another collecting resolution that I made for myself, is to not buy any more secondhand or new Barbie doll furniture, because I realized that I never used them. And I already have like 4 big moving boxes full of furniture, so I don't even have space for more. So it's best that I don't get any more. I'm not even filming it properly. But yeah, this blue closet, I actually really wanted that one. It was on my wish list. But I didn't even ask the prices for these furniture, so I don't know. I mean, they're all so cute. That's the reason why I want to get them, but I don't use them. I don't display them. I don't do anything with them. And I often rather just make my own furniture in my preferred style. So yeah, here we have the Polly Pockets again. I just filmed them in case there's some like people watching. Here in this box, you saw it barely, but I will show it in the haul part. Okay, now we move on to the haul part, and I do want to apologize because I just finished doing the voiceover of the like toy hunting part at the flea market, like the flea market footage, and I was just way too rushed at the flea market, and so when I was trying to do the voiceover, like there were so many things that I wanted to say, but I just had to do like quickly. But yeah, explanation. I just quickly went to the flea market, but I couldn't stay for long. Um, and at first I wasn't planning on filming because I've been to this flea market 3 times before, and like those 3 times that I went were not successful at all. So I wasn't really expecting to find anything, or at least well, maybe something. Uh, but yeah, all of a sudden, like a lot of people had toys. Like last time they didn't have that many toys, and especially dolls. Um, so yeah, there were multiple booths that had dolls. And yeah, I obviously found things. But the first two things that I found, I did not film because, as I said, I wasn't expecting to find anything or anything really good. And the second thing I kinda filmed, but you could see it like for like 1 second. Um, but yeah, I'm going to go in chronological order. Uh, but the first thing that I bought, which I was immediately very satisfied with, if this was the only thing that I got from this like flea market, I would be very happy still. I got this Beach Fun Leah doll. Okay, here she is. This is not her original outfit, but I did kind of like gave her an outfit that kind of looked similar to what she's originally. What's this? Wait, oh my god. Yeah, okay. Obviously, judging from the name Beach Fun, she's obviously supposed to be a beach doll. And I did not have this particular doll exactly, or at least I think I might have had her as a child. But I definitely had another, I'd say, Kali girl Leah doll. But this like wrap thingy does belong to a beach fun doll. Different character though. One that I don't have. I got this wrap in that one big Barbie box that I made a quite a crappy video about a little while ago. But yeah, this thing was included in that. And the bikini that she's wearing might also belong to a beach fun doll, or just a beach doll in general. Definitely a beach doll in general, but I'm not that knowledge about dolls from 2000s till 2008. It's like one of the eras where I'm like least knowledge about. Well, actually, listen. The eras that I'm least knowledge about is vintage and 60s and mod era. Either way, I do quite like the dolls from this era. They're not my favorites, but I'm like kinda starting to fall in love with them. I mean, I do obviously find them really, really pretty, but I think it's mainly the ones that are like the character Barbie that I don't like that much. I mean, the face mold that they used at the time and the way they painted it, not really a big fan of. But the other characters like Leah and stuff, I do really like them. But obviously, the ones that you find the most are the Barbies, not the other characters. And yeah, I just restyled her. And this restyling made me fall in love with her even more. Like, oh my god. I also recreated her hairstyle a little bit. It's like 2 parts on the side. These bangs. Yeah, she has quite interesting makeup. Very like, whoa. And earrings. And yeah, she has these big flat feet with the toes, which even as a child I was very grossed out by it. And now as well. I mean, you can't even put shoes on them, so they will always be beach dolls, but this type of beach doll look with this wrap I really like. And the majority or all of the beach fun Barbie dolls came with like a little cover up, and I think that just made their look way more fashionable instead of just a regular bikini. So yeah, happy with that. The next thing that I got, I also did not film, so I'm sorry for that. But okay, next I got this doll. Her stand is way too big. Okay, this is the Hollywood Nails Barbie from 1999. So then the Superstar era stopped and we got this face mold instead. I'm quite happy with her. Like, she's a doll that not specifically on my wish list, but kind of like if I find her at the flea market with maybe some of her original pieces, then yes, I found her. I don't remember exactly what the price was that I paid for her. I think it was €2. Yeah, I think it was €2. And she's wearing her original like dress and original top. I gave her these shoes and this little belt because I felt like she needed some extra thing. But she's supposed to have like a second dress over this that has stars on it. And also like a scarf and some other pieces, like she had some extra accessories. But this is quite an iconic Barbie doll because she was kind of like the start of a new era. Just like the Superstar Barbie was the start of a new era, this one as well. I mean, I think the actual generation girl was probably before her. That's probably, yeah. Anyway, as I said, I'm not that knowledgeable about dolls from this era, but I definitely know this one because she's quite iconic. And I find it so funny that her top has like pictures of like older Barbie dolls and candles. Even there's a candle over here. And this, the Enchanted Evening Barbie. So it's a really fun top. And she still had her original hairstyle. These two little dots. I don't think her hair is really cut. Or because these like shorter bits are because of this. She has Kanekalon hair, just like this one. And yeah, I thought she was quite cute. I'm very happy that I was able to find her with some, like, with two most important pieces, I guess. This doll, wait, maybe I should put it in the center. I also found, and her I did film, but like very like short clip, because I wasn't really filming that properly with the seller because she started talking to me and I don't know. But this is a Wings Club Flora doll from like the first wave or like main outfit original series, blah blah. I technically already have this exact doll, but I didn't have any of her outfit pieces. And now I found her at the flea market in an original outfit with her wings, with sleeves, purse, boots, earrings, necklace, like all for €4. Perfect. Now, I'm not really a Wings Club doll collector, but I do have a few of them, and I mainly just wanted to have all of the main characters in the main outfits. And now I have two. I have Bloom and Stella in their main outfit with their wings, and now I have her in the main outfit with wings. I also have, I think her name was Icy, one of the villains with like light blue hair. But I only have her boots. I don't have anything else. And I also have Tekna, but not in their main outfit, in a different outfit. But I just want to have like one of each character at least. The next thing that I got, which I almost had a heart attack when I saw her. If you're like, all toy collectors have like this, that go to flea markets and stuff and thrift stores. We all have this like dream to find this like one specific thing, even though it's not like super rare or anything, like in general, but just one thing that you really want to find, but for some reason you never find it, and you always fantasize about finding it. For me, it was, well, actually, it was a Christie doll. That's what I was like fantasizing about, and specifically 80s or 90s Christie, so Superstar era Christie. And I never found it at the flea market. But today, or yesterday, I found a Shani, which is very similar to Christie. but it's technically not a Christie. But to me, this is enough. This is enough to like fill this like gap inside of me always wanting to find a Christie. But yeah, this is Shani. Not an original outfit, but she does have her original earring still and a ring, which is really cool. And I restyled her in, oh my god. Okay, I restyled her in this like, I think it was for my fashion pack or something. I think she looks really pretty. And without even looking at the doll carefully, I immediately asked the seller how much for the doll. And well, at first she said 10 euros. So yeah, it was one of the antique sellers, and they always sell all of their stuff for not so much flea market prices. Because she only had 2 dolls, this one and a Ken doll. So yeah, but 10 euros for a normal 90s Barbie doll would have been too much. I would not have paid that at the flea market at least. Or online even as well. Like the only time I would pay 10 euros for a 90s Barbie doll without clothes is if she's like a really rare doll, but the majority of the normal blonde Barbie 90s dolls are not rare at all. Yeah, but for a Shani or a Christie, I would pay 10 euros. But I did, just in case, asked if I could maybe pay 8 euros, and she said yes. So 2 euro discount, I don't mind. And yeah, she's so beautiful. Show you her face. It's more close by. She has like purple eyes with a little bit of yellow. And she's just so cute. And wait, let me see. I think she's the Jewel Dazzle Shani. I just looked it up. And also the Christie face mold, as I thought, because she says 1990, and I was quite sure that the Christie face mold should have an older number on it. And yes, the Christie face mold has number 1987 on it, and she has 1990. So she is a newer one, but maybe I should grab. Here we have the Christie, and here we have Shani. So yeah, there is a difference. I don't know if you can tell. You can tell from the nose. Like Christie nose goes a little bit more down at the nostrils, I think. Yeah, and she also, the side profile is also a bit different, especially at the nose, I think. Either way, I'm very happy. And actually, this is kind of like better than finding a Christie that I already have. Because if I were to find a Christie at the flea market, it will most likely be either the Benetton Christie or the Sparkle Beach Christie. Because there were not a lot of Christies released here in Europe, and those two are probably the most common. Like if you find a Christie somewhere here online, secondhand, it's always Sparkle Beach Christie or Benetton Christie, which I already have. So, but yeah, I'm very happy with it. And yeah, as I said, 8 euros, which I don't mind paying. Next, I got, ta-da! I got the G3 Monster High Claudine doll for 2 euros. And as you can see, I did restyle her because she was wearing her original outfit at the flea market. I still have it here. Her jacket, her pants, her shoes, her bag, and her belt. So yeah, I might be able to use these pieces for another doll, but I was never a fan of her outfit. This is, by the way, the Core Refresh Claudine, the first refresh that I did. And yeah, I was never a fan of her outfit, but I did like the base doll, especially like her hair blend color that I did. Because she has like mostly brown, but some like purple and pink highlights in it, which I really liked. this face. I'm not a huge fan of her makeup. I wish her lips were a different color, I think. But I do think she's really cute. And this is also now the second time that I've restyled a G3 Claudine in this like pastel type of outfit. Because I have this other Claudine. I have this Claudine, which is the first wave Claudine that I also restyled in a pastel outfit. And yeah, I do think that G3 Claudine is really cute. But I don't really like her fashion style in G3. I much prefer with this cute, like purple pastel outfit. I know that's not really her fashion style either in G1 or G2, but I really like it on her. So, and I gave her rainbow high shoes, just like I did with the other one, and this Barbie skirt that I did kind of cinch at the back a bit, so I could make it high-waisted. And this is her original top though. And then this random white jacket, which I don't know from which doll it is. The skirt is from a Fashion Fever Barbie. And then I gave her some hair clips, which I never put hair clips on my dolls because they always look weird. This time I tried it and I think I like it. And the last two things that I got were from a seller where I found like the seller that had the Polly Pocket compacts. That seller had this, what is his name, like a Tommy from the Swan Lake Barbie movie. In the movie, it's a very long time since I've watched it, but if I remember correctly, there were like a bunch of animal children who then turned into human children, and he was one of those children. I don't know specifically which animal, maybe like, I don't know what's called in English, but he's wearing his original outfit. And yeah, at first I just saw this one. He was like in the back of the boots, and I asked the seller for if she could like show me the doll, and she showed me the whole box. And in the box, I'm so glad that I asked for it, because, well, no, actually I just wanted her to like give me the doll to look at her. And then she said, you could also look through the whole box. And she gave me the box. And I'm so glad that she suggested that I look at the whole box, because in the box there was also a Todd doll. Oh my god. I do not have an outfit for him, as you can see. But he's like another one of those like little brother dolls of Barbie, but he's from the 70s, early 70s. I don't know which specific dot. I have like zero knowledge about that era. Well, not zero knowledge, but I don't have any of these dolls because they're very strange. They're a bit like Chucky looking, but there's another face mode I think that looks even more mischievous. But they have like wire in their arms, so you can kind of like bend them. They're very oddly shaped, but I really like his face. It's so like silly. It's like a bit weird looking, but also cute. I'm not really sure which clothes will fit on him, because he's obviously bigger and he's also smaller than a Skipper doll, so I don't really know how to dress him. But he was also only €2. So yeah. So even though the seller asked €15 for the Polly Pockets, but this one she didn't really know exactly what it was, so it was just €2. I mean, it's not like he's insanely expensive or anything, but he's a doll from the 70s, so €2, nice. Very happy with these finds. I rambled a lot, so that's everything I have for you guys today. I'll next video and see you next time. Bye.